Good morning. Welcome to Member Focus Monday. I'm Cristina Schaefer, Social Media Manager for HAR. I am joined this morning by HAR's Chief Technology Officer, Taqi Rizvi. Taqi, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me. Good morning to you.
Good morning. So, I actually checked, and you were on about a month and a half ago, but since then have developed a plethora of new tools. How do you do it?
So we've been working on many things, and again, as we went into the pandemic, we gotta change some of the things. So we put some big things on the back burner,
Mhm.
but we've been working on it. And then after we had successfully launched the virtual open house, and now we had a little bit more time to kind of catch up on that. So now we are so excited to let you know that we have so many new things, and your viewers today will really learn and take away from some good technology and solutions we are now offering to our members.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Taki. And like Taki said, there are a lot of new tools, and all of the tools that we're going to be talking about today are actually already available for you to use. So definitely take some notes. And also, if you haven't yet, go ahead and like this post and share it with other realtors in your office, or other realtors you know, because they're going to want to hear this information too. A quick note as well before we get started, today is the last day to be able to vote in the board of directors voting for 2021. We have a lot of candidates this year, a record breaking amount of candidates this year. So if you haven't yet, be sure to check your email. You have an email in there from Big Pulse, that is your ballot. And that is how you can vote in the board of directors voting for 2021. And voting ends today, Monday at 5 p.m. So make sure you do that as soon as you can. So, one other thing I want to mention, getting back to all of the tools that we have, obviously in this program, it's going to be a little shortened. We have a lot of new tools to show you. So, I encourage you all to look into some of the classes that we have to offer that you can learn about these tools in more detail. Okay, so we'll give more information about that later, but be sure to be on the lookout for tools classes. So, Taki, you mentioned virtual open house. That has been out for a little while now, but we got a lot of member feedback, and you've made a lot of changes. Can you tell us what improvements, what changes have been made to the virtual open house platform?
Sure. So first thing is just want to let you know we have over 2,000 virtual open houses done through the platform, and or almost 14,000 attendees who have attended that. So during this phase, we learn a lot. We learn about how consumers are looking at those, also how realtors are conducting that. So many improvements we have done. One of the most significant was we were challenged with when we rolled it out in the field. We were challenged with um, you know streaming issues
Mm-hmm.
because people had a low speed, low connection at the properties. They were showcasing these properties. So what we did is we went in actually and changed the protocol. So we now went to the real time, which is called RTMP. It's almost like a real time streaming, like
Mm-hmm.
Facebook have or YouTube have or Zoom. So we went to that route. So that's a little bit more expensive for us, but we really feel that this is the best way right now for our members to showcase that. And then really went into a few more issues related to what happens when you don't have a connectivity
Mm-hmm.
or you have a bad one. So we added speed test. So you can really test the speed before you do it to see how well that connection is that. Then we did another step, which is so you can do a practice mode.
Mm-hmm.
Practice mode allows you to really feel exactly how it is you're going to be doing. And the cool thing about the practice mode is you can just sit at your home and do it. Just try to see how it looks like. But really, you can do a test and you can see the speed, how that looks like, and you do that. And plus, on top of that, we have made several changes. So when you lose a connection, before what was happening, people would continue. You have to play a button in order for you to restart the stream. Well, what happened is that we noticed that some of the agents were doing that and they would not restart it. So what we did it now when the connection is lost, the entire screen turns red. So you notice it right away that, hey, there's something wrong. And then there's a button which says, hey, click to start it. So these are small things we did. We initially had a mute option. Then we saw that some recordings had no audio, so we kind of went back to that and we said, well, remove that option.
People didn't
So,
realize they were
so
muted.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's where we removed that option. And again, we are constantly monitoring that, seeing what can we do to improve. We had an issue with AirPods, if you
Hmm.
remember earlier
Yes.
on, and so we addressed that.
Hmm.
And but definitely that product have evolved and have improved significantly with the 2000 virtual open houses. And the more we'll do, definitely you will see it will get better as we conduct more virtual open house. Few things we did, which were members were saying that, okay, if I do a virtual open house, how does the users know? So
Hmm.
just to let you know, your open houses are just like your traditional open house. You will have a virtual open house as well, being in Matrix, and you have it on HAR.com. But one thing significantly we did is to promote on the front page of HAR. So really, if I were I have a listing, definitely it's a great opportunity to put the listing right in front of the consumers
Hmm.
on HAR.com, in front of them if you're doing a virtual open house.
Yeah.
Then the virtual open house from the beginning, we had this idea that, look, it need to be a lead capture. So we created about three different lead capture
Hmm.
opportunities, and we kind of make them even better. So now I'm very delighted to see when I see videos, realtors are following and doing the right way. So they are asking them that, hey, please ask me questions. They are trying to engage them, try to get them into give that information, sign up, ask any questions they have. And these are a great way to do that. I love when I see the videos, and you should go to her.com/virtual, where some examples
Hmm.
are. I love that realtors started from outside, where they would actually go in, talk about the neighborhood, talk
Hmm.
about the school, and then start the tour inside. So that's really, really, I'm delighted. And of course, the training department, have done a lot to provide training on that and trying to how to conduct that effectively. So definitely a great. So that's some of the enhancements we did.
I think this is a perfect example of how you listen to our members and shape these tools for their benefit, because that's the whole point, is to create tools that will benefit our members. So a lot of these improvements that have been made were because our members would get in and start doing it and say, it would be great if I could practice. So here's practice mode. Sometimes I have problems with stability. All right, well, we now have a speed test built in. So if you haven't tried virtual open house, I would suggest trying it. And last time you were on this program, you did make a comment that I would like you to repeat if you don't mind. And that is just that really you don't have to wait for the weekend to do these virtual open houses.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so you can do anytime, and actually
Mm-hmm.
you will see attendance to be higher no matter what day you do. Some of the
Mm-hmm.
realtors said that, okay, in the weekdays they see higher numbers of attendance. And what we tell the realtors that, look, this is this virtual stuff, whatever we do with this, whether it's the classes, whether it's a teledoc, whether other experiences, is there to stay,
Right.
right? And what you should do that is whenever you are doing a traditional open house, for example, make sure to set up a half an hour before that you have set for the virtual open house in the beginning or at the end, whatever is the best way for you. But the advantage of that is now on your listings, there will be a button which says, hey, if you missed a virtual open house, you can still watch the video. And when they want to do that, at that time, we request your contact information and convert that into a lead for you. So that becomes a digital asset for you that will be available for the life of the listing. So definitely you wanted to do that along with your traditional virtual open house. And this is a really another powerful way to do that.
That's excellent. So again, we've had these virtual open houses for a while now. You said there have been over 2,000 that have been done. That's excellent. We encourage members to try it out if you haven't yet. But we also now have virtual showings. So tell us a little bit about virtual showings and how are they different from a virtual open house?
Great. So just wanted to let you know some of these virtual products we have built, and I'm very proud of that because that's something, if you look around the country, nobody have gone to. They have supported some type of these things, and they understand the power of that. We were the only association, and thanks to HER leadership and their foresight, that they said that look, that should be a part of a solution offering from ours.
Mm-hmm.
And like any other product, what we have done is evolve that, right? And look at that feedback, like some of the points we discussed. What other things, which was when we were doing the virtual open houses, which was that look, how virtual open houses, can we do a virtual open houses? Virtual open house concept was that you can do within your firms,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that worked great. We actually supported that. Now that feature is available there. So second ask from them was that, okay, that's great, but how can we do showings virtually, right? How can we do the showings? So, well, there are different in the showing, in a one-to-one showing where you are showing a property to a user. You can do FaceTime and some of these things. But really, those were not as those are when you do it with the FaceTime, there's not logged in your CRM or in your database. You don't have track record. So we said, well, we need to support that and allow one-to-one showing. But sometimes when you do things, you find creative new ways and new things emerge just because of the sheer fact that you are seriously looking into those things. Virtual showing is a byproduct of that. So when we started the virtual showing concept, which was, we said, okay, can we use it as a new creative way to agents to invite customers and users to see properties, just not one user. How can I bring multiple people? Because this barrier of that you can take one person to show a house in a remote, environment we are in, that restriction is not there. You can have a class with thousands of students, a webinar with many than the physical limitations you have. So similar thing in the virtual open house, we came up with one thing called as one-to-many, that you can actually say, okay, this is the property. So the way we did this is, now this is very creative and new way to do this. So you as a buyer agent, listing agent, and you said, look, I have a farm area I work in, right? This is a farm area I work in. And let me see what are the top activities happening here. So you see some new properties, and let's suppose there's a property you think would be great for certain customers in your database. So what you do, you go and create a showing for that, right? So you create a showing for that. Once you create a showing, you come to the virtual showing system, and you add that showing inside. Once you add that showing, now what we provide you a page that you can share with your customers. So you can send out to your CRM, to your contacts, tell them, hey, I'm having this property which is just newly listed in this farm area. Come check it out, and you can now look at that, and I'll be showing that on this day. Mm-hmm. So really, it's like an open house, but it is like it's a virtual open house type, but you can do for any listing in MLS. You are actually going in. But one thing is, I just wanted to point out, which is a big differentiation between a virtual open house versus a virtual showing, is virtual open house is public, virtual showing is private. Okay. You can only invite users who are in your contacts, or you can take a link that you can share on social media or any other way to promote it, and that you are having a showing, and if you want to see the house, you can do that, but they have to register. Mm-hmm. So again, with the same concept of lead capture in our mind, now you can actually capture the lead and do that. So that's how you do a virtual showing. And it's very simple. You can go right now to the members only area or the HER app, search for the term virtual showing, and you can see it.
Excellent. So something else that was recently released is the HER Media app. Can you explain what that media app does, and also why are 3D photos so important?
Okay, that's great question. So first thing is I'm going to talk about a little bit about 3D part of that.
Sure.
3D is users wanted to see the properties, and and they may not want to feel comfortable as of yet to go visit the properties. So listing agent been doing 3D before even the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
but now it becomes more important that user can see an immersive experience. They can see not only still photo, they can actually pan and navigate, look at their ceiling, look at around them, just giving them a more immersive and a good feel about what the property looks like, how you walk. It's like a virtual walk-in, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you and you that. So we saw that being very powerful way to show a property, and this is also a blessing in disguise where we looked at this we said, well, look, we don't have a tool that is meet that need of our members. What should we do? Well, we said, okay, why don't we actually do some development and find out solutions to do that? And we look at the product and we got inspired with some of the ones which were in the market. And we said, okay, why don't we come up with, so first thing what we did is we identified that, okay, if our members wanted to do that, what are the options? Well, first option is they can go to third-party companies and they can do it for them. And they range in different prices from 1,000 to others. Other was that, okay, if they have a 3D camera, they can just upload their photos and create a gallery.
Mm-hmm.
But we went further. We said, okay, why don't we look at even something which is more holistic solution, a comprehensive solution? So we said, okay, we found Ricoh camera, which is like the model we are working with is Theta V,
Mm-hmm.
and we looked at that, and they have a way for us to customize it, and we actually went in and customized it. So now, as a part of the app, it's integrated with MLS data. So I just wanted to let you know, so you can go use that app to, and if you have a camera, which we have sold 400 of them, the Theta V camera, and anybody who is interested, they can go to HR store and get that,
Mm-hmm.
right? But so now what that does, Theta camera and this app work hand in hand. You take a 3D tour, and it will be right away on your phone. You can see that. If you like it, you can go and connect the rooms if you want to. You have to go to the desktop to do that,
Mm-hmm.
but you can connect the room and publish it right away. It shows up in Matrix, then also on HR.com. Plus, there are a bunch of other things like you can modify in this app. You can modify photos, videos, you can have audio tours. You can add description, change the order of the photo. It's a very powerful thing. And I just wanted to let you know that has not been announced, and we are announcing you in your show today that this is available to you in App Store or Android Play Store. So if you go and type Hard Media, you should be able to pull up and this app, and I would love to get your feedback. But we have not released this. You will have an opportunity to beta test it, and do and look at it. But this is really ready product available to you to play.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. And we have some members asking questions. Backing up just a little bit because I want to make sure that this is clear to everybody. Carmelita asked, are we able to virtual preview tours now when it's not our listing? So I think she means as far as the showings, virtual showings.
You can, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be your listing. So that was again what differentiates it from the virtual open house, or part of what differentiates it. Very good. All right. So somebody asked, what app do you use for 360 pictures to filter the pictures? So if anybody has a recommendation, help Almas out there with that. Chris asked, do you have a class to show you how to use the camera and the app? We don't have a class specifically for that. We do have video tutorials. If you go to hr.com/virtual, you'll see some video tutorials there. And we do teach about all of these products in all of our tools classes, as I mentioned at the beginning, and I'll remind everyone at the end. So very good. Excellent. So something else brand new that I think maybe you're also announcing here. We have a new way for our members to generate leads from home sellers.
That's correct.
Yes. So please tell us about that, and also why did you think this was so important for our members to have?
So one of the things the HER have been the number one source of providing buyers leads.
Hmm.
So I mean, and these are high quality leads generated in thousands each month, and we feel very proud that we bring that value to our members. And when we saw there was a shift with some of the larger portals who were all trying to go after the sellers' leads, and they came up with creative ways. And again, like other things, we keep our eyes open, we look at what is happening in the industry, and we learn and adapt and make adjustments as we go along. So we noticed that there were sites, for example, on Zillow, if you go to, they would have something like that. Well, if you are wanted to sell your house,
Hmm.
so they, while you buyers are looking for their next house, they may have existing house they want to sell. So this was sort of a lead capture to attract those type of users. So we said, well, that would be great. We thought about that. Okay, what's the best way to do that? So now, if you are a platinum agent, all on all your listings, we have this that a new lead capture which says, "Are you interested in selling your house?" And if it is, you can click it. And the way we entice people or get them interested in providing their information, we tell them that, look, fill it out, and you will get a free home analysis report. And by the way, that's a very impressive report. I would highly recommend everyone to go to the site to try it and see that. So now what we did is we did this tool on the listings, but we always have this thing that, okay, what do we do for the buyer agent? So that's also available on your agent websites as well. There is a button now we added on agent websites that says sell your home, and you go in, you put that, and you go put any address in Texas. You can generate a home analysis tool that will be sent to the consumers who fill out the information, give you your contact information, and so that's just an awesome new way to generate sellers lead. And just to let you know, if you find somebody who wanted to say that I'm interested in selling or potential seller, right? So you can just come back to this tool, put an address, generate a beautiful report for them, and impress them. Everything when it goes out to the users is branded with your information. When they look at similar property, when they look at home search, everything goes back to you and your branding. So we are very sensitive and we maintain that connection between you and the visitor who filled out that form.
Wonderful. And again, we're getting a lot of comments, people thanking you, talking about how great this stuff is. um, Rhonda did ask a question. Are there benefits to using the HER Media app without having the Rico camera?
Absolutely. There are several, as I mentioned to you. Rico is a 3D one, is just one part of that,
Mm-hmm.
and which is a great part. But you can go and upload photos. So no more. This is really, think about this. No MLS allows users to have a full-blown app that allows complete media management. This is like on your phone, you can do anything. Sitting here, you can move the pictures around and then see it really live on her.com. So it is like on your fingertip that you can make those modification. Audio tour, as I mentioned to you, podcasts have been on the rise. Every people love to listen to things,
Mm-hmm.
and I personally think it's a great way for realtors to express some of the some of the some of the details about the property, what they feel like, how great the offer is or the opportunity is, so definitely there are way more things there for our members to benefit. And so Media Uploader app, if you are not even doing 3D, have ton of stuff for you to do.
Very good. Thank you. So, if our members have been in the member portal lately, they might have seen banners for the new marketing center. If you could tell us about the marketing center and what does it allow our members to do?
Again, so one of the things is this is we challenge ourselves internally and see, okay, are we providing the services which members need? Are they to the par or what is offered to other by other sites and other companies and things of that nature? And we try to always raise the bar, right? And we challenge ourselves. One of the things we did is we looked at it as, okay, how do we allow agents to promote their listing on social media, for example, right? So we said, okay, well, that's great that we can give them a link, they can post it here and there.
Mhm.
That's just not very impressive. So we came up with a whole engine that have allow them to create graphics, okay, that they can share, which are impressive. For example, when they have a new listing, when they have open house, when have any other activities. So what we did is we create beautiful templates, okay, and these templates range in: are you posting on a Facebook? Are you doing on Instagram? Are you going to LinkedIn? Is it square image? And we did that. So not only we came up with templates, we came templates for these different sizes as well. And then on top of that, we added colors, so you can pick the color which works with that. But that's just one part of that, and everything else goes back to you. So when you actually go and post your listing, for example, and promote it on any of this media, it comes back to you. There's a traffic coming back to you. If you have a website, it goes to your website first. Let's suppose you have your website with your own company. Still, the value comes back to you. It goes to HAR, but it goes with your branding. So when click users are looking at that on HAR, traffic still goes to you. So
Excellent.
that was just the social media part of
Mm-hmm.
that. The second part is that the flyers and the posters, beautiful templates. You can go and do that. We have or 13 postcards. We have flyers. These are all these are available to you, and you can pick anyone you like, and definitely beautiful looking. In addition to that, and feel free to jump in,
Mm-hmm.
Christina, anytime. So and lead capture, for example, with regards to the lead capture,
Yeah.
we built many lead captures in there for you. You can
Yes.
go, what's my home worth? And we are looking at what users are looking for. They want to say, hey, ready to sell your house type of thing. So we're going to look at all those, create a lead capture, create a landing pages for each of those lead captures for you.
That's perfect.
Right?
That's the exact question that Annie had. Do you have landing pages for agents for lead capture? So,
Absolutely. So we
yes.
built we built a whole system to build the landing
Mm-hmm.
pages. And the beauty of that is we didn't say, well, you put a zip code and make a landing page. You draw your own area. So this you said, okay, this is the area I want. You can actually do that. That generates a beautiful landing page. You can have the landing page with the header, or you can embed it on your website. So you can do that either way. But the good value lead all goes to you on the landing pages. And then in addition to that, we have paid ads from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And again, HAR have only $1 charge. We don't charge you like 20% or 25%. Some of the advertising and agencies do. So
Yes.
we do that. And again, based on member feedback, now we have carousel ads, which are also available. And these are great.
I love
For
those.
me,
They're interactive when people see them on social media, so it's
yeah,
wonderful.
they can, because they see like up to 5 pictures, you can navigate that. So again, we listen to the members, so your feedback is most definitely very important for you. And again, you can promote your rating, your recommendation. See, if you get a great rating, how do you share that rating?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we built the whole system how that is. There's a page designed for you. So the minute you get a rating, right, the first thing you want to do is find out the way to promote it. And
Absolutely.
we build that exact tool for you.
Very good. Thank you. So many members thanking you. They love the new features, they love the new look of the platform. They're grateful to have you. And I do want to point out that all of these tools, you've said it time and time again, you're trying to generate leads for our members. I do want to point out that our traffic is up also on HAR.com since July. We had more than 72 million listing views, actually, just in July. So that's 72 million times our members can be viewed by consumers. That's amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, very fortunate and very blessed that we are the association who have that type of portal
Mm-hmm.
to help and serve our members this way. So really, truly, we see a result of great value to our members, and so proud of that
Very
fact.
good, very good. So something else that recently was launched is Quick List. What is Quick List?
So one of the things is, as you know, we are building a lot of tools, and they range from marketing tools to financial tools and all of that. And sometimes it can be overwhelming because they are all over in the different places. So what we did is we said, okay, can we create one page where all the tools for one listing is available? And this is exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go in there and search for quick list, and type any address, you will see all the things you can do about that, right? So you can do it to the listing which are your listings. You can do the listing to which are any other agent's listing, and see what are the other things you can do. So you have that. On in addition to that, you can actually, you know how in Matrix, and we work with Sean and his team, is in Matrix, you know how you can select multiple ones, and there's a button in Matrix to say text or, you know,
Text, email,
text,
or
email, and this
print. Yeah.
button, yeah. So you click on that, and then you come to another page on the quick list where we list out all these options available to you, again, for each of those listings you have
Mm-hmm.
selected. So really you can, because sometimes our complaints are from our members, well, consumers have so much tools, we don't know about that. So now you have school information available, you have neighborhood information, you know, so all these things is available to you.
Very good. Latasha just said, "You save us so much money. Thank you." And again, that is part
And
of
I
the
just,
goal. Yeah.
I really wanted to share this. I first of all appreciate these kind words, but I definitely want to share and let you all know that HAR, it's a well-run machine. We have a team who's, it's a great team effort, and I'm just one of the people who is in the front of the camera here. But really, there's a lot of hard work by different departments, our team members, in meaning whether it's MLS side, whether it's the technology side, but we work together with this common goal is to bring more values to our member.
Very good. Letty had a question. She, as far just kind of moving over to Facebook ads really quick, and you just said that we added the carousel option. So when they use the HR Facebook ad tool, how do they see that ad on Facebook?
So first of all, on the right-hand side, we have a preview that you can really look at the preview of that. And again, once you create an ad, then you will be able to click on one of the reports in there. I don't know exact step.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if they wanted to send me an email, I'd be
Sure.
glad to give them step by step on how to do that.
Very good. And one
And
of our
and
members did say you can go back to the ad listing and click preview, and you'll see where it was posted. So thank you,
that's
Carmelita.
that's
Yes.
that's
Very
correct.
good.
Thank you so much for that answer. Yeah.
Excellent. So, obviously, a lot of new stuff. Some of our members are saying, "How can we learn more?" Again, you can always go to hr.com/edu. We have a few different tools classes that you can look into. We host webinars regularly as well. But Taqi, you are never sitting still. I know this about you, so I know there's got to be more coming. So, what can we expect from you and your team in the near future?
Absolutely. So before I answer your question, I just wanted to let everybody know, tune into your Member Focus Monday. Because one thing, Christina, you are doing, you are going out to every department saying, okay, what is the new thing? Tell me, and so I can share with the members. So definitely, I feel that your program will, if they tune into that program and follow it on regularly, they will learn a lot.
Thank you.
Definitely, they will learn about we are doing, because I know you ask and demand us to provide all these new tools and everything, which is happening. So most definitely, I would say definitely stay tuned to that.
Thank you.
Upcoming ones, and yes, we don't believe in saying that's enough. Most of the organizations, I'll tell you that is, and that's what we are passionate about. We are passionate about how we can make it better every day, and our 2 days should not be the same.
Mhm.
So again, making it better, and I will tell you that every day we are improving the system we are making, but we are taking some major steps as well. So it's not just like going in a maintenance mode. and say, well, it's the break time. No. So we are always challenging ourselves by coming up with what is some things our members are looking for. Number one right now in my radar is a CRM. And CRM members are paying about $49 to $100, even sometime about $500 for some of the good products which are there. And we feel like that when I looked at that very closely, that really HAR will be in a very good position to offer this because we have the data, we have the technology. It's just how we put it together. On top of that, one thing we have, which I feel very, I take that very as a big value to us, is our member involvement. So technology advisory group, where we have members who give us the feedback, we rely on that heavily. That guides us, on what to do, what not to do, what are the most critical things. And so definitely that all shape our product, that feedback. And so good technology, having access to data plus member feedback really allows us to provide tools which are simple and though powerful and meet the need of our members.
Very good. Several people saying a CRM would be amazing, a CRM with automated responses. Pearl's asking, how soon should we expect a CRM?
So this is personally for me, it's one of the top priorities. We have, of course, many other things going on, but that is something very important. Anyone who is passionate about CRM, I have list of some of the members who have shown interest. So I'm putting together a group. So anyone here wanted to be a part of that to make it better, love to have you on, and you will take part in shaping that product. So.
Taqi, I have a question here for you, and I think I know the answer, but Annie asked, is it better to have your own website or use HAR's websites, agent websites?
So that is, I'll tell you a very flat, honest answer is don't waste money on your own website. Partly why I would say that is it's so competitive. If you look at Google will put all the advertiser above you. Okay, so really for you to make, there's companies like Zillow, Trulia, and others who are spending millions of dollars to be on the top. Not only they are ranked organically top, but they are buying the ads at the top. So it's really for HAR at times it is very difficult to stay ahead and maintain our lead, which we are doing it for quite some time. So again, you can do that if that fails you better. But if you will talk about value, HAR website provides you more value.
Mm-hmm.
But just to let you know, and we do have our own criticism as well. Right now, there's only one template members can use. We are in a process of coming up with more templates that you can be able to use. So more reason for you to use it. So it's not the same site as anybody else. It will have a variety, and there will be a lot of changes on that. So that's something coming up as well.
Very good. So several members said they would love to be a part of your testing team or beta team for CRM. So to do that, they can just email you to key@har.com. So it's
Correct.
TAQI at har.com. Very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Somebody said it's hard to drive traffic to our personal websites. HAR gets us in front of more people. And we just said the stats for July. So definitely. So yes, again, a lot of people want to be a part of your CRMT. So just email to Key and he will make sure you know about that. Very good. Excellent. So a lot of our members are excited. I saw a comment, from Rhonda Power, who I know is on your advisory group. She said that Taqi and Cristina are getting me pumped for the week. So our members really enjoyed this. Any last words for our members, Taqi?
So your feedback is very important to us. Please do let us know. And anything we can do, we are here to serve you, and we'll try our best to deliver you more value from HR.
Excellent. And just one more quick reminder that today is the last day for voting in the Board of Directors elections for 2021. You all received an email from Big Pulse, and we shared that information in the comments as well. to vote. Voting ends today, Monday at 5 p.m. And a little after 5 p.m., you'll be able to go to har.com/election to see which candidates you voted into the board. So Taqi, again, thank you so much for your time this morning. I know you are a busy man. We really, really appreciate it when you take your time to come and join me here.
I enjoy your show, and really, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And thank you again to all of our members. We'll see you next Monday at 9 a.m. Have a great week. Bye-bye.